afternoon. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to have a conversation about jellyfish, and not the kind of jellyfish you're probably used to seeing in the ocean and videos there, but this is actually called freshwater jellyfish. This video here was given to us by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, and that is a freshwater jellyfish. This video came from the eastern basin of Lake Erie as Pennsylvania researchers were out in and around the lake, but we know that these have been seen here in northeast Ohio, in the Put-in Bay area and the Lake Erie Islands. Very interesting situation. Lots of questions: where they come from, what are they doing here, and are they in any way, shape, or form maybe an issue for us people swimming in Lake Erie. Going to welcome in and Justin Chaffin. He is with the F.T. Stone Laboratory. They're located Put-in Bay. It's part of the Ohio Sea Grant School of Environment and Natural Resources. Justin, thanks for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. How are you today?
Good, doing well. How are you? Thank you.
It's good to have you. This kind of took all of us here in the newsroom. We've seen some posts. Folks also took a picture. You posted it, I believe, yesterday. You did a little bit of a clarification today. There are jellyfish in Lake Erie. Let's just start right there.
Yeah, about a week ago, I saw that same report of the jellyfish out at Erie, Pennsylvania. And yesterday, our staff was out at the docks grabbing experiments for samples for another experiment, and she ran in and said, "There's a jellyfish here." So we grabbed it, took some pictures of it, and we did the social media post. But then there was several other reports of jellyfish found around Middle Bass Island, and this morning we found several more fish. And if you're on Put-in Bay today, you can go to the Division of Wildlife Visitor Center next to the Stone Lab, and the small thicket, you can see 4 or 5 of the jellyfish alive and swimming.
Wow. Let's talk about how did they get here, and have they been here all along? Is this a new species? Walk us through that.
So they were first documented in Lake Erie around 1930-ish. And it's that they arrived via plants from China. So people bringing in aquatic plants for their gardens, or they could have came in with fish from China. So they're native to the Yangtze River, and they're found worldwide, except Antarctica. They got spread across the globe due to people, but they're not native to Lake Erie, but they're not necessarily invasive. They don't cause problems. They're extremely rare. This is a rare occurrence. I've been doing research on Lake Erie for about 20 years. The first time I've seen them in person. Every now and then you hear someone seeing one here or there, but the past couple of days they've seen it happen quite commonly.
You may not be able to answer this then. Why all of a sudden? Why now are they seeing them in Pennsylvania? You said you found 4 or 5 more today. Why now? What's going on?
So I did some background research on these species. The Medusa stage, the jellyfish that you see swimming, they prefer warm water, 80 degrees and warmer. Lake Erie had a rapid warm. Why? The waters was extremely warm, still extremely warm, and they also like calm water. It's been very calm in August. So, the really warm water right now, the really calm water right now, is favorable conditions for the jellyfish. We likely had these situations in previous years. So why we didn't see the jellyfish in other years that have been hot and calm? I don't know. I don't have that answer, but it seems the conditions right now are favorable for the jellyfish. How long they stick around, we don't know.
Sure. We're speaking with Justin Chaffin with the Stone Laboratory there in Put-in-Bay. He has seen these jellyfish. Of course, a big question. We know that people that swim in the ocean, boy, that's not
Yeah.
pleasant. Apparently, if you get stung by a jellyfish in the ocean, is there an issue here? Should people be worried about it, and should they be looking for them?
No, there's no issue there. Uh, there are other small jellyfish in the ocean that can, cause a lot of harm. But the freshwater jellyfish, their stingers are too small to penetrate uh, our skin. So, if you touch them, you're not going to get harmed. I wouldn't pick them up and put them in your hand just in case if you're someone with thin skin or something. But they're not gonna harm you.
Very cool. As a researcher, is it exciting to see something like this? So I guess walk us through your first instance when you saw it and back out there today and you're seeing more.
Yeah, so it was exciting. It is a non-native species, so you don't like to see non-native species. They've been in Lake Erie for almost a century, and I never seen one. And I'm on the lake, almost daily. Uh, so exciting to see one. I hope I don't see too many more of them.
Explain that. Why
Uh,
would that be an issue if we saw many, many more?
well, they if they become overly abundant, they could compete with small fish for the same food. Um, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Other lakes that have these jellyfish, they tend to pop up very sporadically. They can be years apart, um, but just hopefully they just pop up for a week or so, and then we stop seeing them.
Well, there you go. If people are interested, you heard it from Justin. Go out there, maybe spot them, leave them alone. Justin, I'm assuming that's what you're saying. You don't want people to catch these. You don't want them to put it in their hand. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, if you do, it's not going to harm you, but um, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just it won't harm you if you do accidentally pick one up or it's on your leg or something after
Sure.
after getting out of the water.
Excellent, Justin. We appreciate the time. Thanks for being our expert on this. Again, it's a curiosity factor. If you've never seen one in 20 years of being on the lake, I'm assuming the vast majority of people in Northeast Ohio have never seen it either. We appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, take care. We're going to wrap that up conversation. Again, just kind of an oddity. I'll show you the video one more time. As again, this has been videoed. Its pictures have been taken by the Stone Laboratory there in Put-in-Bay. And again, as you heard, the visitor center out there even has a few of them that they've been able to capture today. So if you're curious, head out there and take a look. Until then, we have our 3.5 hours of news, first alert weather coming up in a few hours, 3 o'clock on Channel 19. We will see you then. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great day. Justin, certainly appreciate it. Thanks for the time today, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right, bye.